Left shoulder button. Door, crates. Bone door. Bone warrior. Bone warrior. Door. Bone warrior. Bone warrior. Infernal sister. Mana 91%. Bone warrior archer. Mana 90%. Bone warrior. Trizo blood pools. Elite. Mana 99%. Bone warrior archer. Mana 90%. Bone warrior door. Bone warrior archer. Mana 81%. Bone warrior archer. Door. Bone warrior archer. Door. Bottom action button. Bone warrior captain. Bone warrior. Bone door. Bone warrior archer. Door. Bottom action. Bone warrior. Bone warrior. Door. Bone warrior. Door. Bone warrior archer. Bone warrior. Tainted bone warrior arch. Snow. Tainted bone warrior door. Tainted bone warrior cap. Tainted bone. Calculator bone warrior archer. Elite. Calculator bone warrior archer. Elite. Mana 7. Gatekeep. Mana 100%. Iron staff. Sturdy. Bone door. Bone warrior. Light pit lore. Mana 98%. Mana 76%. Bone warrior archer. Mana 91%. Bone warrior. Bone warrior corpse axe. Fiery infernal sister. Elite. Mana 98%. Door. Bone warrior archer. Mana 70%. Mana 90. Mana 68%. Mana 89%. Thundering bone warrior captain. Elite. Mana 94%. Bone warrior archer. Bone warrior archer. Mana 84%. Infernal Hellion. Infernal sister. Hellion. Bone warrior. Mana 82%. Bone warrior archer. Bone warrior archer. Bone warrior captain. Mana 100%. Mana 77%. Bone warrior captain. Mana 99%. Bone warrior captain. Bone warrior captain. Bone warrior. Ruin moth. Mana 86%. Ruin moth. Hellion. Ruin moth. Mana 51%. Infernal sister. Chest. Bottom action button. Mana 94%. Ruin moth. Ruin moth. Ruin door. Ruin moth. Ruin moth. Bone warrior. Mana 84%. Door. Bottom action button. Bone event. Bone warrior. Ravenous soul. Speak to the ravenous soul. Ravenous soul. Bottom action button. Bone warrior. Bone warrior. Bone warrior captain. Bone warrior archer. Bone warrior archer. Master. Bone warrior captain. Bone warrior corpse axe. Bone warrior corpse axe. Bone warrior. Bone warrior. Bone warrior corpse bow. Bone warrior captain. Bone warrior archer. Bone warrior. Mana 100%. Bone warrior. Bone Warrior Archer. Mana 68%. Bone Warrior Captain. Mana 88%. Ward Dunes Pong. Ward Dunes Pong. Ward Dunes Pong. Elite. Ward Dunes Pong. Event complete. Ravenous Soul. 172. Greater Radiant Chest. Nazar. Step back. Left shoulder button. Chest. Bottom action button. Interact. Ruin Maw. Protection. Rectal Infernal Sister. Elite. Mana 6. Thundering Infernal Sister. Elite. Mana 89%. Thundering Infernal Sister. Elite. Mana 68%. Thundering Infernal Sister. Elite. Mana 90%. Hellion. Mana 6. Hellion. Mana 91%. Ruin Maw. Hellion. Ruin Maw. Warden. Bone Warrior. Hellion. Bone Warrior. Mana 59%. Infernal Sister. Hellion. Infernal Sister. Mana 39%. Bone Warrior Captain. Crates. Mana 85%. Ruin Maw. Bone Infernal Sister. Mana Ruin Maw. Mana 82%. Infernal Sister. Hellion. Infernal Sister. That skill is not ready. Chamber of Calling. Defeat Scourge of the Land. Mana 51%. Mana 71%. Mana 91%. Mana 68%. Mana 89%. Succubus. Succubus. Mana 63. Mana 85%. Mace. Manual. Malignant Stratum. Left healing. Infernal Sister. Mana Hellion. Mana 84%. Right. Leave. Direct damage includes all damage dealt to enemies that is not from damage over. Ice Howl Taiga. Tormented Ruins. Bottom action button. Containers. Left shoulder button. Right cellar. Dungeon. Direct. Skeleton. Skeleton. Mana 86%. Containers. Skeleton. Tainted skeleton. Hollow tree. Nevsk. Waypoint. Bottom action. Ice Hollow Taiga. Bone wall. Skeleton. Defiled Catacomb. Bottom action but rare and legendary items can be tempered to gain custom affixes from temper manual. Dead Hearkening. Defiled Catacomb. Slay all enemies in Dead Heart. Skeleton Captain. Skeleton Captain. Skeleton Captain. Skeleton Captain. Skeleton Captain. skeleton, loaded quartz, hatchling, skeleton, fiery skeleton captain, elite, mana 97%, skeleton archer, minion, snowy skeleton, elite, mana 88%, snowy skeleton, elite, skeleton archer, skeleton captain, mana 96%, skeleton archer, skeleton captain, mana 96%, skeleton captain, check, skeleton, Radic signet, traveled, a door has been unsealed. Spiral crypts. Destroy the skeletal construct. 4. Slain militia, drifter and app. Skeleton. Thunderings, shadow, skeleton. Shadow, thundering skeleton, painted skeleton, iron, mace. Iron one. Skeletal construct, barrels, mana 7, skeletal construct, elite, mana 93%, skeleton captain, skeleton, mana 87, thunder dancer, elite, mana 16, thunder dancer, mana 52, mana 72%, mana 94%, skeleton captain, skeleton cap burns, hatchling, spike, hatchling, minion, mana 99%, dragon stack, burns, dragon, hatchling, skeleton, mana 68%, skeleton, mana 91%, skeleton archer, channeling shrine, bottom action but spurns, skeleton, there, skeleton captain, skeleton barrel, skeleton arch burns, skeleton captain, skeleton cap, barrels, slate, barrel, skeleton, barrels, skeleton, shattering, that skill is not, shattering spider, elite, resplendent chest, heavy pants, sturdy rune, heavy, sturdy rune, heavy, fur-lined robe, barrels, skeleton construct, elite, mana 100%, skeleton captain, mana 79%, skeleton captain, mana 1, nominal ebb burns, mana 99%, skeleton archer, nominal evershift, elite, mana 6, nominal evershift, elite, burns, mana 6, mana 81%, burns, skeleton corpse axe, skeleton captive, barrels, skeleton catching, skeleton, hatchling, minion, hatchling, spider host, shivering thunder, spice, spider host, thundering, hatchling, spider, mana 59%, that skill is skeleton archer, mana 84%, shattering spider, skeleton archer, spider, skeleton corpse bow. Mana skeleton archer. Mana 35, mana 55%. Barrels. Skeleton spike bear hatchet skeleton. Mana 100%. Skeleton archer. Barricade. Mana 66, Ralph Dorothy, delete. Mana 39, Ralph Dorothy, delete. Mana 17%, Ralph Dorothy, delete. Mana burns. Mana 40% burns. Mana 62, Spider. Spider. Mana 57%. Skeleton, barrels. Mana 51%, skeletal construct, delete. Mana 94%. Skeleton archer. Mana 68%. Azorius firebrand, delete. Mana 100%. Azorius firebrand, delete. Barrels. Mana, you are already at full life. Mana 91%. Barrels. Slay the gatekeeper and collect the catacomb key. Skeleton. Mana 7. Skeleton. Mana 92%. Skeleton archer. Skeleton archer. Skeleton archer. Skeleton archer. Skeleton archer. Mini. Adrakar Moltens. Delete. Adrakar Moltens. Delete. Mana. Adrakar Moltens. Delete. Adrakar Moltens. Delete. Mana 29%. Skeleton. Mana 5. Mana 73. Skeleton captain. Mana 93%. Skeleton archer. Skeleton. Mana 83%. Defiled Guardian, delete. Defiled Guardian, Defiled Guardian, Defiled Guardian, Defiled Guardian, delete. Sand, use the catacomb key to open the catacomb door, chest. Hatchling, skeleton, barrels, skeleton, barrels, catacomb door, bottom action button, interact, defeat the brood guard, lair of the defiler, brood guard, mana 53%, mana 76%, mana 100%, spider host, spider host, mana 59%, spiderling, mana spider, mana 50%, mana 70%, mana 92%, pilots, fur-lined hood, right shoulder button, right shoulder taunt,
Parece que buscas dolor y muerte.
fur-lined hood, items lose durability and become less effective when you revive from death. Kaio Vashad, Lair of the Defiler, bottom action button, interact, blood of the mother, character, watch, demolition iron, reach aim, rare gloves, Magus snare, strider get, authority coup, Senecal rise, conjuration fortune, rare temper manual, utility, affixes can be applied to helms, chest armor, gloves, pants, boot, recipe learned, sit, vic, blood, in sharpened fin, recipe learned, inimical seal of shared misery, legendary amulet, 606 lion and Apos, SI of ancient flame, legendary amulet, 599 item power, plus 17.6% resistance to all elements, plus 4.0% intelligence, inimical seal of shared misery, legendary amulet, 606 item power, plus 17.8% resistance to all elements, plus 4.6% intelligence, plus 67 maximum life, plus 7 ambassador and Apos, adventurer and Apos, pants of disobedience, everliving archon falls, adventurer and Apos, pants of disobedience, everliving archon falls, legendary pants, 593 item power, 118 adventurer and Apos, pants of disobedience, legendary everliving archon fall, adventurer and Apos, pants of everliving archon fall, adventurer and Apos, pants of disobedience, everliving archon falls, legendary pants, 593 item power. 100 and Adventurer and Apos, S Pants of Everliving Archon Falls. Adventurer and Apos, Everliving Archon Falls, Adventurer and Adventurer and Apos, S Pants of Disobedience. Legendary Pants. 602 item power. Obscure Armor. Jungle Thorn of Engulfing Flames. Incendiary Blood-Tinged Ivory. Legendary Ring. 591 item power. Plus 6.5% resistance to all elements. Plus 6 Prodigy and Apos, S Blood-Tinged Ivory. Legendary Ring. 603 item power. Plus 6.6 Incendiary Blood-Tinged Ivory. Legendary Prodigy and Apos, S Blood Incendiary Ring. Equipped. Jungle Neck. Equipped. Lion and Apos, S Eye of Ancient Flame. Legendary Ring. Equipped. Jungle Thorn of Engulfing Flames. Legendary Ring. 608 item power. Plus 6.6% resistance to all elements. Plus 6.6% poison resistance. Ring. Equipped. Prodigy and Apos, S Blood-Tinged Ivory. Legendary Ring. 603 item power. Plus 6.6% resistance to all elements. Obscure Armor, Incendiary Blood-Tinged Ivory. Prodigy and Apos, Incendiary Blood-Tinged Ivory. Prodigy and Apos, S Blood-Tinged Ivory. Incendiary Blood-Tinged Ivory. Prodigy and Apos, S Blood-Tinged Ivory. Legendary Incendiary Blood Obscure Armor Adventurer and Apos M Resource Sortlet Blood Boiling Root Fist Vigorous Drip Blood Boiling Root Fist. Legendary Mace. Vic Blood Feathered Gash Wise Doom Prof Watchful Snow Guard and Apos S Archon Armor. Let Archon Armor of Sliced Snow Guard and Apos S Archon Armor. Archon Armor of Sly Steps. Snow Guard and Apos, S Archon Armor of Sly Steps. Snow Guard and Apos, S Archon Armor. Legendary Chest Armor. 607 item power. Impact Hammer of Element. Sinister Band. Rare Ring. Stats 2 mil. Worshipper and Apos, S Strider Shoes. Watchful Omen. Demolition. Magus Snare. Vic Blood Feather Tool Sword Shat Pummel Incense Ambat Inimical Blood Gat Wise Drift Blood Boiling Root Vigor Sinister Band Make Authority Coup Set Shadow Pummel Shadow Testimony. Character Demo Rechain Wardrobe Chat Neck. Equipped Ring. Equipped Ring. Equipped. Prodigy and Apos S Blood-Tinged Ivory. Ban Krasia. Ziv Blacksmith Zivuk. Salvage. Aspect unlocked. Blood Boiling Aspect has been added to the Codex of Power. Bananadude 51. Lair of the Defiler. Bottom action button. Lair of the Defiler. Furlined Hood. Furlined Pilot Struck Club. You are already right shoulder. Leave. Masterworking an item enhances its non-legendary affixes. Boulder Ridge. Silent check. You need a whispering key to open this. Slain left shoulder. Blood of the Mother. Reverse skeleton. Bone left shoulder button. Dungeon. Erectional pad. Skeleton. Skeleton Archer. Ice Howl Taiga. Nevsk. Ice Howl Taiga. Wrathful Phantom. Skeleton Captain. Wrathful Phantom. Wrathful Phantom. You've lost archives. Bottom action button. Attacks have a 3% chance to overpower. This chance cannot. Gateway to learning. Ice Howl Taiga. Bottom action button. Interact. Carver. Mana 100%. Carver Overseer. Carver. Mana 70%. Carver. Mana 90. Mana 6. Nightmare Carver. Elite. Carver. Nightmare Carver. Elite. Shattering Carver. Elite. Carver. Minion. Carver. Minion. Mana 87%. Dreadful Carver, Dreadful Carver, Dreadful Carver, Dreadful Chest, Dreadful Carver, Elite. Wanderer and chest. Nazar, trope Nazar. Contain carve spear carve man skill belief mana 99% skill belief that skill is not ready for lined containers carver mana 7 carver mana 95% carver carver mana 96% carver carver mana 7 mana 92% carver barricade Carver overseer Carver mana 100% Carver life 94% Carver mana 70 mana 97% left shoulder button Carver police mana 9 Carver shaman minion mana 6 Carver net tanker police mana 8 Carver shaman greed shrine mana 85% Carver mana 4 Carver overseer mana 69% Carver overseer mana 91% axial chamber necromancer and the coffin barrel return the mechanical Carver lunatic mana 46% mana 68% mana 91% Carver wrathful soul shot wrathful phantom vulnerable skeleton Carver mana 91% nearly Carver shaman belief containers mana 91% wrathful phantom wrathful mechanical box Carver mana 6 mechanical box button action button interact mana 91% barrel container barrel gateway to learn barrel mechanical barrel axial necromancer and appos mana 50 Carver mana 92% Carver containers axial mechanical barrel Carver mana 70 for Carver mana 92% Carver mana set wrathful phantom mana 90 Carver mana 90% Carver wrathful Carver lunatic mana 95% Carver lunatic Ryman Duplicon mana 90% Ryman Duplicon delete Furlined mitts rune soul shot Carver mana 90% Moon Clan Mob Moon Clan Marauder mana 91% gateway to learn mechanical pedestal axial chamber barrel necromancer and appos coffin button action spirit collar of frost defeat the spirit barrel barrel, mana 81%, mana 48%, mana 92%, ring, barrel, left shoulder button, right shoulder button, gateway to learning, halls of barrel, carver, mana 90%, wrathful phantom, mana the butcher, mana 81%, the butcher, that skill is not ready. That skill is not ready. Mana 29%. Mana 50%. That skill is not ready. Mana 22%. Not enough mana to use that skill. Not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 10%. Mana 32%. Mana 53%. One scattered prism. Mana 94%. What pan, Nazar. Carver. Triggering Wrathful Phantom. Mana Painted Wrathful Phantom, delete. Mana 91%. Shattering Wrathful Phantom, delete. Left shoulder button. Wrathful Mana 6, mana Wrathful Phantom. Mana Carver. Mana 7, mana 39%. Barrel. Mana 61, mana 82%. Left shoulder button. Left shoulder. Gateway to learn. Barrel. Left shoulder. Axial chamber. Gateway to learning. Left shoulder button. Right shoulder button. Right shoulder. Leave. Right shoulder but right taunt.
Parece que buscas dolor y muerte.
Right, leave. Non-physical damage types are cold, fire, lightning, poison. Ice Howl Taiga, Lost Archives. Bottom action button, Wrathful Phantom. Blood of Wrath Event join. Impromptu investigation, Wrathful Phantom. Wrathful Phantom. Impromptu investigation. Burn damp wood. Bottom action button. Slay the top vamp tool. Nightmare revamp. Delete. Vampire back. Amulet. Revenant. Blood Magus. Vampire tool. Blood Magus. Vampire tool. Vampire back. Bloodthirsty Revenant. Delete. Revenant. Mana 9. Revenant. Mana 68%. Tool. Mana 5 tool. Mana 77%. Revenant. Mana 40 tool. Mana 30. Vampire bat. Mana 53%. Revenant. Minion. Painted Revenant. Delete. Mana Okoth Doom Spawn. Tool. Okoth Doom Spawn. Delete. Event complete. Impromptu investigation. Mana 51%. Greater Radiant Chest. Conjure. Mana 93%. Leather. Loose Stone. Bottom action button. Wrathful Phantom. Skeleton. Mana Wrathful Phantom. Wrathful Phantom. Wrathful Phantom. Mana 97%. Healing. Containers. Haunted Burrow. Bottom action button. The barbarian carries an entire arsenal consisting of 4 weapons with them at Haunted Burrow. Ice Howl Taiga. Bottom action button. Interact. Haunted Burrow. Purge the Cellar. Blood of the Mother. West Hazel Wait. Mana 75 plus Hazel Wretchman, delete. Wrathful Phantom. Hazel Wretchman, delete. Mana 89%. Wait, Cellar complete. Hot Room Fan, Mana 90%. Cellar cleared. Chest. Bottom action. Iron, Strider, you have no place to put Strider's Tunic. Certain powerful, build-changing unique equipment can only be found in Tor. Kaio Vashad, Haunted Burrow. Bottom action button, Syra 13. Blood of the character, Watchful Rat. Natural, rest, keep the Frost, the Tormentor. Rare chest, the Exploiter and Apos, Bony Weft, Archon Graves of the Orange Herald. Exploiter and Apos, Bony Weft Treads. Legendary Boots. Paragon and Exploiter and Apos, Exploiter and Apos, Bony Weft Treads. Legendary Boots. 605 item power. 48 armor. Evade grants plus 75% movement speed for 1.5 seconds. Plus 57 intelligence. Plus 15.8% movement speed. Plus 27.0% shadow resistance. You have 20% increased crowd control duration. While enemies are unstoppable, you deal 33% increased damage to them. Requires level 51. Plus unlocks new aspect in the Codex of Power and Look on Salvage. Sell value, 18,082 gold. Durability, 100/100. Archon Graves of the Orange, Noble Rise. Rare chest armor. Viper Striders. Rare, Vigor, Offs, Doom Treads of the Firebird. Legendary Boots. 600 item power. 48 armor. Plus 1 maximum evade charge. Plus 3 life per skill. Dread, Heal, Team, Keep the Adventurer and Apos, Gloves of Control. Legendary Gloves. 610 item power. 49 armor, plus 1. Plus 66 maximum life. Plus 30.0% vulnerable damage. Plus 20 folk sight. Rare dire Up he is up 2 mil leather cash, watchful rep. 2 million doyen glory watch paragon vigorous the keep the adventurer and Apos the torm the no archon doom skillful dread here up he Krasia Zivuk blacksmith Zivuk salvage salvageable transmog unlocked. Visit the wardrobe to view it. Up he is 13, travelers beware. Deadly threat spotted nearby. Bottom action button, wardrobe. Empty, Strider's crown, left trigger. Empty, default look. Back dragons, Joe staff. Bottom action button. Apply look. Dragon, battle staff. Bottom action button. Apply look. Joe staff, attention. Up he is 50. Ibda. Bottom action Ibda. Bottom action button. Interact. Up he is 50. Haunted Burrow. Bottom action button. Interact. Haunted Burrow. Strider's Tunic. Blood of the Mother. Right leave dungeon. Right taunt.
Parece que buscas dolor y muerte.
Right shoulder leave. Ferocity is a powerful buff for the Spiritborn, increasing attack speed. Ice Howl Taiga, Haunted Burrow, Wrathful Fan, Orvane, Skeleton Cap, left shoulder button. Mana 42%. Feeling well. Skeleton Captain, you are already at full life. Skeleton Archer, Skeleton Captain. Skeleton Captain, Skeleton Captain. Healing well. Mana 94%. Left shoulder button. Right. Directional. Waypoint. Teleport. Resolve is an important part of a Spiritborn and Apos' defense. Margrave. Ice Howl Taiga. Bottom action button. Left stash. Direct dungeon. Molid, direct dungeon. Molid. Bandits have claimed these woods and its monsters. Directional pad right. Dungeon, direction, Margrave, waypoint. Bottom action, Milana. Bottom action button, warning. Your return town portal will be pulled for. Gallovine, Molid. Bottom action button. Your threat increases as you kill enemies in Helltide, attracting powerful Hellborn. Abandoned camp, Crawl Forest. Bottom action button. Interact. Wood war. Blood war. Shot war. Wood wraith. Wood wraith. Mana 73%, mana 41%, mana 6, Shivering War, Shocking War, Belief. Mana 99%. Pet 1. Wood wraith. Mana 73%, Wood wraith. Not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 26 per Wood wraith. Mana 4, mana 68%, mana 90%. War. Wood wraith. War. That skill is not ready. War. Mana 5, mana 43%. Mana 63%. Mana 84%. Warg. Wood warg. Bandit Marauder. Bandit Sentry. Chest. Strike, wretched fire, loose stone. Mana 6, Strider's hand wraps. Mana 83%. Scorcher. Mana 47%, Arsonist. Mana 6, loose stone. Bottom action button. Mana 90%. Marauder, Dreadful Whip, Thunder, Thundering, Snowing Woodward, Dreadful, Snowing Woodward, Mana 49%, Mana 71%, Wood Wraith, Mana 92%, Wood Wraith, Mana 6, Mana 82%, Wood Wraith, Herald. Bandit Sentry, Wood Wraith, Bandit Sentry, Herald. Mana 60%, Wood Wraith, Mana 33%, War. Mana 75%, Mana 97%. Arsonist, Arsonist, War. Mana 72%, War. Mana 44%, Wood Wraith, War. Mana 20, Mana 41%, Mana 64%, Fiend of Wood Wraith, Belief. Fiend of Wood Wraith, Belief. Mana 85%, Fiend of Wood Wraith. You are already at full life. War. Mana 77%, Firebrand. Mana 98%. Resplendent Chest. Make Proud, Glove, Jost, Magus Wand. War. Bandit Sentry, Belief, War. Mana 100%. Wood Wraith. Travel to Stealth, Wood Wraith. Mana 6, Wood Wraith. Mana 6, Wood Wraith. Mana Wood Wraith. Mana 54 per, Mana 75%. New lore. Right analog stick click stop / close. Mana 95%. Marauder. Mana 72, Marauder. Mana 32, Arsonist. Mana 29%, Arsonist. Mana 73%, Bone Warrior. Mana Bone Warrior. Mana 43%. Bone Warrior Archer. Not enough mana to use that skill. Mana 34%, Treasure Goblin. Mana 100%. Mana 68%, Brave Bone Warrior Captain. Bone Warrior Captain. Mana 26%. Bone Warrior Stat. Bone Warrior Captain. Mana 21%. Bone Warrior Archer. Arsonist. Mana 31%. Wretched Bone Warrior Archer. Hilt Chest. Mana 50. Slicer. Mana Bone Warrior Archer. Mana 43%. Bone Warrior Archer. Firebrand. Mana 39%. Trophy. Bone Trophy Tusk. Mana 50. Trophy. Mana 79. Mana 100%. Bone Warrior. Mana 72. Bone Warrior. Mana 93%. Bone Warrior. Mana 68. Bone Warrior. Mana 94%. Bone Warrior. Bone Warrior. Mana 68. Mana 37%. Bone Warrior Archer. Bone Warrior Archer. Scratchelia Tusklister. Belief. Mana 28%. Mana 4%. Mana 26%. Scratchelia Tusklister. Bone Warrior. Bone Warrior. Mana 90%. Elixir. Bone Warrior. Skeletal Cons. Bone Warrior Arch. Bone Warrior. Mana 76%. Mana 99%. Malduxus Rod Ruster. Life 99%. Bone Warrior. Wretched Marauder. Skeletal Construct. Malduxus Rod Ruster. Arsonist. Minion. Mana 35%. Arsonist. Minion. Arsonist. Bone Warrior. Malduxus Rod Ruster. Dungeon complete. Mana 45%. Bone Warrior. Mana 86%. Gypsius. Continue. Bone Warrior Force Axe. Mana 84%. Gypsius Greenspawn. Elite. Mana 83%. Continues. Marauder. Firebrand. Mana 68%. Mana 94%. Traveler and Apos. S-Cask. Marauder. Mana 7. Marauder. Mana 28. Galerin Sluffskin, but not enough mana to use that. Galerin Sluffskin, the Bone Warrior Fortsack. Galerin Sluffskin, Elite. Mana 92%. Resplendent Chest, Weathered Focus, Wander, Weathered Breed, Manual. Lapis. Bone Warrior Captain. Stone. Mana 90. Arsonist. Mana 89%. Ice Crown Shaman. Succubus. Mana 60. Oppressor. Mana 30. Oppressor. Mana Oppressor. Mana 85%. Succubus. Oppressor. Succubus. Succubus. Mana 94%. Oppressor. Mana 43%. Oppressor. Mana 61%. Oppressor. Mana 41%. Oppressor. Mana 84%. Oppressor. Mana 60. Succubus. Oppressor. Mana 30. Oppressor. Mana 22%. Lich Wand. Mana 100%. Event complete. Cursed Shrine. Mana 100%. Greater Radiant. Petrified Wand. Covenant App. Lich Wand. Character. Regenerating Striders to neutralize. Shock. Recipe learned. 5. Conjuration skills. Summon element. Familiar. Ice Blades. Conjuration. Frost. Cooldown. 14. Lightning Spear. Conjuration. Shock. Cooldown. 18.0. Lightning Spear. Rank 1/5. Conjuration. That skill is not ready. Mana 71%. Mana 30. Mana 10%. Not enough mana to use. Mana 31. Mana 52%. Mana 73%. Left shoulder button. Right shoulder button. Mana 100%. That skill is not ready. Marauder. Healing, Marauder. Mana 68, mana 89%. Arsonist. Mana 6, Arsonist. Mana 96%. Bone Warrior Captain. Ability. Right shoulder, leave. Ferocity is a powerful buff for the Spiritborn, increasing attack speed. Crawl Forest. Blood of the Mother. Meet Vashal, left shoulder button. Right shoulder, Cellar. Maliv. Storm War, minion. Ashen Hollow. Disturbed Grave. Bottom action button. The state of Sanctuary is based on the party leader and Apo's progress. Disturbed Grave, Ashen Hollow. Bottom action button. Interact. Disturbed Grave. Bone Warrior Corpse Axe. Bone Mask. Mana 96%. Bone Warrior. Mana 96%. Bone Warrior. Bone Mask. Mana 6. Bone Warrior. Mana 91%. Bone Warrior. Mana 90%. Bone Warrior. Bone Warrior Cat. Bone Warrior. Avatar Select. Bone Warrior Corpse Axe. That skill is not ready. Avatar Sluckloam. Bone Warrior. Mana 40%. Bone Warrior. Bone Warrior. Bone Warrior. Mana 58%. Avatar Sluckloam. Elite. Mana 86%. Bone Warrior. Mana 82%. Bone Warrior. Bone Warrior Captain. Mana 50%. Bone Warrior Corpse Axe. Minion. Dardar Razorpulse, Elite, Bone Warrior. Mana 38%. Bone Warrior. Dardar Razorpulse, Elite. Mana 81%. Radiant Check. Mana 28. Mana 48%. Dragon. Mana 68%. Radiant Chest. Mana 88%. Ha. Right shoulder button. Right shoulder taunt.
Parece que buscas dolor y muerte.
Right shoulder leave. The state of Sanctuary is based on the party leader and Apo's progress. Ashen Hollow. Blood of the Mother. Meet Vashal. Left shoulder button. Upon reaching level 15 as a barbarian, you will be able to unlock Kaio Vashad, Ashen Hollow. Bottom action button. Interact. Character. Regenerating Strider's Tunic. Magic Neutral. Bitter Spawn. Flamethrower and Apo's Glow. Bitter Spawn. Wise Iron Staff. Soul Signet. Arc. Vedra of the Expectant. Legendary Focus. 609 item power. 150 Bony Web Gauntlets of Shredding Blades. Legendary Gloves. 606 item power. 48 armor. Plus 55 intelligence. Bone Air Grim Lantern. Rare Ring. Zivuk. Blacksmith. Zivuk. Salvage. Aspect unlocked. Aspect of the Expectant has been added to Zivuk. Blacksmith. Bottom action button. Interact. Character. 5. Conjuration. Lightning Spear. Summon. Enhanced Lightning Spear. Casting Lightning Spear spawns an additional Lightning Spear and increase. Summoned Lightning Spear. Conjuration. Left shoulder button. Right shoulder button. Abilities. Left shoulder button. Right shoulder button. 2,877,083 gold. The main currency of Sanctuary, used across most vendors and crafters, can be used to refund points invested into the skill tree or paragon, earned from most activities in Sanctuary and selling items. Bottom action button, 100, innate, level, 52, strength, 140, item contribution, 82, intelligence, 700, will, poison resistance, shadow resistance, innate, weapon damage, weapon speed, critical strike, crit, overpower, vulnerable damage, bleeding, burning, poison, bonus, full, innate, innate, move, cool, bonus lucky hit chance, 0.0%. Increases the chance of triggering lucky hit effects when your skills deal lucky hit vulnerable enabled. PvP damage enable bonus lucky hit 5 conjuration skills summon elemental entities to aid in battle. Abilities: left shoulder but codex normal, visit in major cities to option font scale medium, enable sound enabled. Innate master, auto join, auto detect, transcribe voice chat. Disable, sit dialogue, text, speech, text locale. English, speech locale. Text locale. English. Text locale, sit dialogue sub, lore book, back, auto, text to speech. Disable, text to speech. Voice option. English, text to speech, portrait, with, add in-game loot sounds, warning, options. You cannot do that in this area. Left shoulder button, normal, up, leave game. Asmodai, Eternal, 52, 33.